नमस्कार, योग टीवी की ओर से आप सभी दर्शकों का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। Today I'm going to tell you about Swami Vivekananda and his legacy. Born as Narendranath Datta on 12th January 1863 in the holy and divine place of Kolkata, Swami Vivekananda was a great Indian saint. He was a figure with high thinking and simple living. He was a great pious leader, a philosopher, and also a devout personality with great principles. His eminent philosophical works comprise of modern Vedanta and Raja Yoga. He was a principal disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhansa, and he was an initiator of Ramakrishna Math and a Ramakrishna mission. He thus spent his whole life in the dispersion of the values embedded in the great Indian culture. In his childhood days, Swami Vivekananda, the son of Sri Vishwanath and Mother Bhuvaneshwari Devi, was called by the name Narendranath Datta in the early days. Narendra was a child of unquestioned expertise and intellectual capability who used to take and grasp all his school teachings at first sight. This excellence was recognized by his gurus and thus was named Shrutidhar by them. He possessed manifold talents and skills comprising of swimming, wrestling, which were a part of his schedule. Influenced by his teachings of Ramayana and Mahabharata, he had bottomless respect for religion. Pavan Putra Hanuman was his ideal for life. Narendra was a lover of heroism and mystical by nature. Despite his upbringing in a spiritual family, he owed an argumentative personality in his infancy. His entire beliefs were assisted by an apt rationale and judgment behind them. Such a quality made him even put a question on the existence of the Almighty. He thus visited several saints and asked each one, "Have you seen God?"
इस बात से क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि जीसस क्राइस्ट किसी समय पर रहते थे या नहीं? अगर मोसेस ने जलती हुई झाड़ी में भगवान को देख लिया तो क्या तुमने देख लिया? अगर मोसेस का भगवान को देख लेना ही तुम्हारे लिए काफी है, तब तो मोसेस का खाना खा लेना भी तुम्हारे लिए काफी होना चाहिए। फिर तो तुम्हें खाना खाना ही छोड़ देना चाहिए। खाना खाने की क्या जरूरत है? ये जो आध्यात्मिक हस्तियां हैं, इनके जीवन से हमें कुछ फायदा नहीं होने वाला, सिवाय इसके कि उनके बारे में सुनकर हम भी वैसा ही कुछ करने को प्रेरित हों। वह सब कुछ हम खुद से महसूस कर सकें।
His spiritual quest left unanswered till he met Ramakrishna Paramhansa. And friends, the meeting with Ramakrishna Paramhansa and harmonization of Indian culture. He met him for the first time when the latter visited his friend's residence in Kolkata. Conscious of the supernatural powers of Swami Vivekananda, called him to Dakshineshwar. He had deep insight that Swamiji's birth was a boon to mankind for the upliftment of this universe, and the fulfillment of his spiritual inquisitiveness made he finally acknowledged Ramakrishna Paramhansa as his Guru. He was moved from darkness to illumination by his Guru, and as his deep gratitude and reverence for his Guru made him travel all four directions in the diffusion of his Guru's teaching. Swamiji won the hearts of everyone by his incredible speech at Chicago, by addressing the audience as sisters and brothers of America. Vivekananda quoted these words, I quote, "I am proud to belong to the religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal tolerance, but we accept all religions as true." Thus, he set forward the worth of Indian religion, exhibiting the values of universal acceptance, oneness, harmony, despite multiplicity of culture. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose once said, Swamiji harmonized the East and the West, religion and science, past and the present. And that is why he is great. He played a prominent role in ending India's cultural remoteness from the rest of the world. A figure of the highest ideals and great thoughts, Swamiji was an inspiration for the youth of India. Through his teachings, he wanted to fill the young brains with the powers of self-realization, character formation, and to recognize inner strength, service to others, an optimistic outlook, tireless efforts, and a lot more. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose once said, Swamiji harmonized the East and the West, religion and science, past and the present. And that is why he is great. He played a prominent role in ending India's cultural remoteness from the rest of the world. A figure of the highest ideals and great thoughts, Swamiji was an inspiration for the youth of India. Through his teachings, he wanted to fill the young brains with the powers of self-realization, character formation, and to recognize inner strength, service to others, an optimistic outlook, tireless efforts, and a lot more. His famous quotations include, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." He also added that anything making a child physically, intellectually, and spiritually weak must be rejected as a poison. He also emphasized on education that leads to character formation. He spread the message of divinity and the true aims of scriptures. This great patriotic monk of Mother Earth took his last breath on 4th July 1902 at Belur. Incidentally, he had predicted his death. He spread the message of divinity and the true aims of scriptures. This great patriotic monk of Mother Earth took his last breath on 4th July 1902 at Belur. Incidentally, he had predicted his death. Swami Vivekananda had become capable of experiencing Mahasamadhi at a very young age, but his guru Swami Ramakrishna, also known as the modern world God-man, had put a veil of omission in his mind. Sri Ramakrishna had known the capabilities of Swami Vivekananda in his early age, but he also knew that Vivekananda had taken birth for a purpose. It should be completed before he transcends to the highest level of spiritual state. We celebrate in India Avtaran Divas on 12th of January as a tribute to this great icon as National Youth Day with great zeal and enthusiasm. May his teachings arouse the realization and power of India.